Hey, welcome back to another short video on Bitcoin trading and Ethereum trading. Today I'm going to be talking about average true range, and that is a very interesting topic because this indicator measures volatility of a security. Now that's very interesting to me because most of the indicators or moving averages or support and support and resistance lines and so on and so forth is about measuring price. Now this is a measuring of volatility, and that goes into a lot of different aspects I want to go over. Let's get started. Now I want to give you guys a little bit of history on these indicators. How did it come from? Why are people using it? Why do I even care, right? That's what really matters, because an indicator is simply a tool, like a wrench to fix a car. Now if you use a wrench to build a house, that might be a problem. So average true range, like many of the other indicators that most people commonly use, have stood the test of time. It didn't just get invented right away. So this indicator is invented by Wiles Wilder. He also invented the RSI, the Relative Strength Index, the parabolic SAR, and a few other indicators in the 1970s. Now you guys can take a look at. I have a link here. This is his old book, published a long time ago. J. Wallace Wilder. You guys should take a look if you're interested in the background of these indicators. So what is average true range? It is effectively a measurement of volatility. This is the 30-day moving average SMA, like we learned from our last tutorial. Moving average is part of many indicators. So this is a 30-day moving average of average true range. So how do you calculate average true range? It's calculated based on the greatest of volatility of the day, effectively. So imagine if this bar here, this is a daily chart here. If you look at daily, one day, if this daily chart here, if the volatility from here to here is, I don't know, like 100 points, almost 100 points. So that means the average day true range of that day is 100 points. So this graph here shows the 30-day average of each individual bar, taking the absolute value. So this cannot be a negative number, it has to be a positive number, so because it's taking absolute value. So you can use average true range as a confirmation indicator in many ways. If you look at the volatility of these spikes going higher, you can kind of tell how much interest is in that particular up move. So let's take a look at the average true range of these particular spikes. On this up move here, you can see average true range barely didn't even move on the upside. Even though price is appreciating, volatility didn't increase, right? So that's kind of interesting. So this is kind of a fake up move before it comes down. Over here, you have some volatility increase, actually pretty significant, from 40 to about 100, but nowhere near as much as over here, right? Nowhere near as volatile as 140, 100. So this even for this move up here, it's not a overwhelming buying situation here. Now let's try and analyze this big giant bubble here, or doubling price almost, right? It actually didn't start picking up until about this price here, or about this price. So up until when it about to break previous high, actually when it broke previous high, that's when people really got excited. So if you were to buy on a breakout above this high here, this bar was a DDoS attack, so ignore this one here. So if you were to buy on a high at this price, it would have been a good buy on an increase in volatility, up to about this point here. Or if you bought the dip here, that'd be great. Now this is a confirmation indicator, it's not a signal to buy or sell, so that's kind of interesting. Now let's take a look at the most recent rally, and that's what we really care about, right? For Bitcoin, we've been going up for I don't know how many days, like half of a month, right? And then we had a huge spike down, and in fact I almost got out because I almost got stopped out at about break even here, which is there was some crazy futures margin calling this day here, right here. So if you look at the average true range, the amount of enthusiasm for this move is actually pretty low compared to, say, this bubble here. Now I'm not saying that we can't continue to go chop around, and then maybe when it breaks new high, then it goes up like crazy when the average true range. So the average true range in this case is actually not confirming the up move here, that it'll break new high. Now it could always spike higher, right? But it's as of today, it is not. So let's analyze the Ethereum price real fast. So effectively, every time when the price is appreciating here, you can see the average true range is going up. volatility is going up. Even on this down move, look at this. This is almost a 50% drop from here to here. Average range has been going up, right? Even though it's pulling back, volatility, or a proxy for enthusiasm, is not going up, or it's going up. Sorry, and you can see it keep appreciating. Now, average range is an absolute value, so in general, if price appreciates by a lot, then it should go up. Now, when average range start falling, then you should kind of be careful. Like, oh, hey, if this is a bubble, that's what they call it. It should not be falling, at least not in the longer term. So you can see that average range start falling already over here, but this is still pretty high price, so it could just consolidate and then go up, right? So this is the giveaway here. These two bars are the giveaway that it's going down. And obviously, if it crashes below this trend line here, which I will go over, trend line is also interesting technical analysis, then it's in trouble. Effectively, as of today, the price is really choppy. You can see the volatility is still dropping here. So the enthusiasm for Ethereum has been dropping for quite a long time. And honestly, we have some strong support from previous price action. Price has been consolidating here, so I can imagine going to 0.15 or so. It looks like a bear flag, to be honest. So it looks like a little bit of a choppy market going on here, not as clean as this down move or this down move. So I can see 0.15 in the short term. In honesty, it looks like it's just lack of enthusiasm, so market might just be really choppy, and it's really hard to trade on these things. So it's best to sit on your hand when a market's not moving. So that is all I have on average true range. Feel free to subscribe and follow me on Twitter for live trade updates and videos. So I want to show you guys some of the proven indicators in the technical trading world, and many other by Wallace Wilder. Now, I want to show you guys that it's not just a magic. People have been spending a lot of time, a lot of effort analyzing these indicators, and it has stood the test of time, more than 50 years. So you can't just, you don't just make these things up. Now, some people say it's voodoo magic or whatever, you know. I mean, people could say that, but many people use these indicators, and many successful people have used these indicators since a very long time ago, and we'd love to share these indicators with you. So follow me on Twitter, follow me on YouTube, subscribe, whatever, do all the fancy stuff, and more importantly, I want you to leave a comment on what you want to see next. I'll add it to my list. I have a short list already, so tell me what you want to see. I have a lot of things to talk about. Hopefully that's helpful to you guys in your trades. So I'll see you guys next time. So another thing that people use for God damn it.